ahead.
All right, for those of you that watched the last Slalom FS2 build, all right, our budget build, you guys need to go back and check that thing out because that's an awesome series. Put the fork on there, all that good stuff. But in the beginning of that episode, I said, hey, what is this tool, right? The shop I work at, what is this tool? Well, that tool is a windshield cutter outer tool, all right?
Cutter outer
It's called
tool.
the Orange Bat, and it uses line to cut out. So we pinned your comment, whoever guessed it right, congratulations on that. But we told you guys we'd carry it over to another episode, so no feelings got hurt, so you're welcome. It's a windshield cutter outer, okay?
Cutter outer.
All right.
I mean, wow, this is bad. This is a whole new level of evil right here.
You're gonna need the elbow pad.
Well, Wolftick Nation, we meet again. Thank you guys for tuning into another Wolftick Videos episode. Today's about all business, guys. We have got the Fox Rhythm 34, the 34 Rhythm. It's on the Ozark Trail Ridge. This fork, you guys got to see it go down the Black Diamond. It was frickin' butter. And the great news on today's episode,
butter.
we are in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas, all right, home of Northwoods Trail System. And on today's episode, we are fixing to take it down everybody's favorite test track. Yes, it is the cat's Meow. But what's more exciting about that is when we get done doing that, we're going to do a little real-time review. I'm going to talk about that fork, a lot of the smalls, the way it handles this trail. Everybody knows this trail, right, like the back of our hands, all right? So once we get done doing that,
This trail's got some big, some medium, some small.
it's got a really good mixture, especially the spot between the trees, so we can bomb this fork out. If you guys remember, I did not bomb it out on the Black Diamond Hayes Creek Run, one of my favorite trails in Arkansas. So we're going to get done with that, all that good portion, and then we're going to rate this thing. And this fork is me going against some big boys. All
Big
right?
boy territory.
This is in the 401 and up. This fork is originally $500, but you guys can check out the affiliate links in the description below. You can get this thing for $229 right now. It's ridiculous. All right. I'm curious on how. I'm kind of curious on how it's going to score, but I have a feeling we're going to have a new leader in town.
If not the top dog, it's going to be challenging for
It's going to go against Marzocchi, the Z2 bomber.
I think that one is in it.
It's going to be going against that.
We'll have to look
the
them up.
RC Trace 34.
I don't think
Maybe
so.
not. I don't know. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about that, okay? Because
Yeah.
we're very scientific.
We only have 3 or 4 in that category.
Yeah. Only 3 or 4 in that category because we are a budget channel, but you know, we have amazing patrons in the support group, and this fork was actually sent to us. But again,
And at $229, it's...
at $229, it's a fork we probably would have got.
Yeah.
You know? But anyway, let's get after it. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe
ready.
button. You're ready. Wolfman's ready. Let's do this, guys. I can't wait to jump on this bike again. This fork is amazing. There's something pretty cool about the tires we're going to talk about too on this bike. All right, love you. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, let's go ride on this thing. Oh man, I was thinking about taking a lap first. Let's take a lap real quick. All right, so I've got the rebound set 3 clicks off of the slow. She's buttery right now. We've got the compression damping open completely, and that is one of the smoothest control knobs I've ever felt. It's great. It's the grip. I wanted to mention, not really do with the fork, but with this bike, these tires, these are 29 by 2.4. Rowick is the print on the side, or what's inscribed on the side, and the brands are all different, but these are like $54. If you guys were watching the FS2, we'd mentioned about the tool, the windshield tool. That episode, the last one, where we put the tires and other things on, the fork and all that, and the wheel, hub adapter, that kind of stuff. Those tires that Stinky Gringo sent us, Wes Graves, are these exact tires, and I love these tires. I didn't even realize that. So if you guys are looking for some tires, These guys here are not bad at all. Don't try to crash. You're trying to fix that camera. Yeah. All right, we're fixing to do the cat's meow. We'll talk about this fork a little bit. You know, we did do the initial impressions episode. We did the real-time review. We're going to put it on lockout when we went down the Black Diamond. And this fork was absolutely just ridiculous. So I'm real looking forward to taking on a trail that you guys are all very familiar with. This is the original test track. But 65 PSI, $229. Some people on the initial impressions on the real-time review like, man, you're really selling me on that fork. It's a definitely, I gotta buy it. So those of you guys that went through our affiliate link and purchased it, thank you. Which we do get a small percentage. It's not very much, but you gotta think 4 or 5 people getting it. That's good. $12 or so. Every little bit helps. There's a few things with this fork that you can kind of save some money on. If you're having a hard time going, man, I gotta buy a through axle wheel, a boost. You don't have to. This is a boost through axle, 15 by 110. The good news is you can always buy like that $69 through axle wheel that we bought, Bontrager, tubeless compatible. I'll tell Wolfman put those in affiliate links too. You could buy that in like a hub adapter that'll make it wider, so you don't have to put the extra money into $120 or up wheel. And that was heck of a steal. Hopefully they're still in stock. But you guys can check that out. We're gonna open this fork back up. And wow, it is just gliding over all of this. Isn't a crazy rough part of the trail, but it is really showing off right now. We're gonna stop up here before we get to sidecar, and we're gonna see what the amount of travel looks like on that compression ring. I did lower it all the way. Then we'll of course be looking at it about midway through the cat's meow. I didn't bomb this fork out, which is crazy. It didn't bomb it out on the Black Diamond. And this is one of the first forks I've ridden on where the compression, the damping system is just so beautifully, I don't know, just crafted. The way it is it's insane. There's no wall that you hit. You think the stiffer you go on a damping system, you think any of these points here, it's all smooth, right? But if I go here, 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 you can feel it immediately tighten up in the uppers, and then not to a crazy extent because there's so much suspension and squish here still. And then about right here, when I start to get about this deep or so, what's nice, it finally starts to tighten up. And most cheaper forks, this isn't a cheap fork, but a lot of forks, even the name brand high dollar ones, they usually have a wall somewhere in here where you can't go any further. But this guy here, it just gets here, it starts to stiffen up, and it gets progressively tighter as you go. So that was one of the big things I've noticed, and we'll talk about that whenever we rate it. But as far as the adjustability goes, it's definitely probably the best fork I've ever ridden on as far as adjustability. So it's going to score pretty high today. Now you can see here, this is 130 millimeters travel. We've probably used right at about 60. Yeah, maybe about 60, maybe 70. And it's at 3 clicks of rebound. The interesting thing is with that amount of pressure in there, I might mess with the damping a little bit if we do happen to bomb it out. The interesting thing is, like, I'm pretty sure I had it maybe at 6 or 7 at one point on the Hayes Creek, and it was barely up here. I just didn't bomb out. And this thing will not get any penalties because we fully decompressed it with air, then inflated it up to 100, and it showed to be 133 millimeters of travel. So that's always a good thing. We'll lower that guy back down. I'm gonna put that sucker, man, that is smooth. Put that sucker on the lockout, and we've got some more climbing to do on sidecar. But I'll tell you what, we're gonna skip the whole climb up to sidecar, okay? Because I think we already seen it has no smalls. This is just uphill. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit cat's meow. See you guys there. All right, guys. Squeaks and all, we are here at the beautiful cat's meow. Tell you what, I'm gonna spray some water or something on that GoPro mount. Fork did great coming up. Had on lockout the entire time. You can actually see here, that's how much travel we used on the lockout, which is surprising. It really doesn't feel like it has any movement in there. We're fixing to get some movement now. We're going to open that guy up. The The fork did great. On the smalls, it feels good, right? It feels super plush. We all know about that. We're fixing to take on the cat's meow. This trail here has a lot of memories, and it has a good mixture of big, smalls, mediums, hard hits. It's fast rolling, tight churn, so it's going to be exciting. She's going to be good. I already know it. We're going to put some water. Maybe I'll stop that squealing. All right, guys. It's time. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Seat post is getting dropped. Got rid of the squeakiness. All right. There we go. Standing room only. This also was a budget build. Hence the $50-something tires that we bought. Super good bike, man. LT T9 gravity crank arms, VXM with Exiform dropper, awesome bars, 780s with a pretty good amount of rise. Okay, we're full open. We're only 3 clicks off of the slowest at the moment. We're gonna see how much travel we can use on this thing. Will we bottom it out? I don't know. We might tighten it up a little bit if she's feeling a little soggy on us. Okay, little pump sections here. It's gonna be a fast bike. These 29ers just love to roll down this thing. Okay. Yes. So buttery. I love that slow rebound, especially on these big rollers like this, because it just gently sets you right back down. It doesn't push whenever you land. It doesn't decompress way to the bottoms. It's just it's a really nice fork, man. And it's just smooth. Oh yes, I may have bombed it out there. I doubt it. But this fork just gives and gives and gives. And it's the classic case of the harder you are on this fork, the better it does. Reacts really good. Tabletop there, another tabletop. All right, step up. Okay. Try to go a little heavier on the front end of the step up. And we'll see if we bombed it out. I think we may have gotten kind of close. We're gonna have to tighten that damper a little bit. Oh, buddy. So we did not bomb it out, which is surprising. I could have sworn we did, but look how close we got to it. So what we're gonna do is, we're at 3 right now. This has 22 clicks. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're gonna maybe put that up just a quarter, okay? We don't have very much pressure in this fork, but that's the way I like to ride. Now let's see what we can do. We just about bombed it out right there. I know it looks like we did, but we didn't. Okay, let's continue and let's see what she's got. So immediately, it's a heck of a lot stiffer, but still buttery on the top end, which is nice, but it's very solid. Okay, spot between the trees. Oh, yes. I think I bombed it out. Oh, crap. That's surprising to be able to do with this fork. Oh, my gosh. Like I was saying, the harder you are with it, it's like those Maxxis tires, man. Harder you are, the better she reacts. A little poppy in the front end now. I think because that damper. Okay. Okay, I just reached down and turned that damper. Oh, yes, baby. Okay. That's a good amount of rebound right there, buddy. That damper is crazy. It was just barely a quarter. It was a big difference. It was poppy in the front end, and she's automatically gotten right back down to settling down, and just a little stiffer on the front end on the push out. But wow, what a freaking adjustability. I mean, I want more. This fork wants more. We're gonna rate this thing right now. It's just crazy because this fork's that damn good, you know? It just made that trail its okay, hopefully you guys got some shots of that kind of all sunk up on the camera view there. We still didn't bottom it out. I didn't feel that I bottomed it, but I could have sworn we did because I got sunk down pretty damn deep on that. But look at that, we still didn't bottom it out. This is an amazing fork, man. Such a nice fork. The thing that did surprise me, we talked about this on Initial Impressions, the Titan's 4-piston hydraulic brakes here. This is a 180 millimeter rotor. You would think that a fork that is at this level, just beefy, boost through axle, you would think that you could just go ahead and mount a regular 180 on there, and that would be the minimum. But the interesting thing is you have to actually have an adapter. You know, a lot of the forks now, I think like the Slide, wouldn't allow me to put an adapter on a 180. It just wanted me to set it straight up there because 180 was the minimum. brake rotor. You know, you couldn't really do a 160. It just wouldn't work. So that's kind of weird to me. It's not a big deal. It's just something I kind of notice, you know. And this one here, I'm hoping that we're not within 8.5 millimeters of the arch here, because that whole weird sticker situation. But man, this is just a super solid fork. I'm a big fan of it, as you guys can tell. Still didn't bomb it out, but the adjustments, man, the adjustments are where this thing just absolutely shines. I've never ridden a fork this good before. But let's get back up to the Wolfman. $229. Ridiculous. Let's get back up to the Wolfman. Let's do a conclusion on this thing, shall we? And the scoring. She's going really high.
Work on that.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Yeah, that's enough. We're all good on that.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Okay, you good? You see the box?
Yep.
Are you still? Well, see, now I got this in a frame, so it's kind of hard.
Put
Okay,
your head on my
that's enough. That's enough.
Put your head on my shoulder.
No.
All right. Wolftick Nation, we just got done with the Fox. Had to do a little wardrobe change. It's warm out today. Let me tell you guys something. This fork's ridiculous. What's this fork going to be going up against?
So
we were all over the place with everything.
yeah, so this fork, this is the thing. I had to do some deep diving because not all of our stuff is in the playlist for some reason, which I'm going to be correcting that.
Okay.
So this fork is going against the, I don't want to do it in any particular order. So because of that, I'll read it off here, as I don't have it in any kind of order in here. It's going against the Marzocchi Bomber.
Okay. Awesome fork.
Yeah, which I have a question for you too on that when we get to it. The Z2, which for some reason we have it listed as we have it listed as B2.
Really?
On the I don't know why it says B2. The Z2 Bomber, the Suntour Evo 35 Aeon.
Okay.
The RockShox 35 Gold.
Yes.
The X-Fusion Slide 34.
Yeah.
And the RockShox Domain RC.
Yes.
That's the
quite
heavy hitters.
Yeah. Do you have the scores on there?
I do.
Well, let me see the scores on those, or do you have it on the phone? Or
Yeah, that's the list right now. That's where it stands right now.
I thought so. The slide was up in the lead, because that slide, guys, ridiculous. You want to talk about adjustability? If you have all day to adjust and play around.
That's the thing you have to have all. Is that the one that you have to have all day to adjust?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we got the Marzocchi. That was an awesome fork.
Marzocchi.
And the cool thing with that was we did a 130 millimeter upgrade, because I think it was at 110 or 120, something like that.
It was a 100.
Okay. Awesome build.
Yeah.
35 gold, $99 fork. Check out the links in the description below. The RockShox
Awesome
Domain
fork.
RC. That's on our Merino Kabbalah build, our
All
Patron
those are
build.
awesome forks.
And the Suntour Evo 35 Aeon. I forgot about that fork. Anyway, guys, just got done with the ride.
Yeah.
A hell of a ride, super fun. It's funny because that entire ride right now, you weren't there, I was, and they were. That fork is like, hey,
working.
like that fork's like, all right, man, enough with the riding. Like, let's put me on a trail. The whole time it was like, let's put me on the trail. Put me on the trail.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, that fork's awesome.
You definitely have a love affair going with that fork. I think you're completely hoodwinked and all the good.
What's not to be hoodwinked about? You've seen the way it works. I mean, what's not to be hoodwinked
and then these
about?
scores are going to show it even further. These scores, I mean, if this thing don't get #1, I don't know what will. Okay, so let's go over the scores for the Fox 34 Rhythm, 130 millimeters of travel through axle fork. Okay, on sale for $229. Check the affiliate links below if you're interested. Okay, so on looks, you gave this fork a perfect 5 out of 5.
Beautiful fork. I love the blue, love the
subjective,
black, love the colors, love the black stanchions, compression ring. All that stuff is just beautifully designed. It's really cool.
It's a good looking fork.
A good looking fork.
I can't argue that. It is a good looking fork. The feel, which is the quality, the fit and finish, the way things move and feel. I have to say that knob on there, I mean, you want to just walk up and turn that knob just to turn it because it feels beautiful.
Guys, it feels like some room temp butter, and you just push your thumb into it. You know that feeling like, that's like, what that's like.
Oh, anyway, you got a perfect 5 out of 5.
The feel on that fork feels like it's so heavier than it is because it's so
You
solid.
thought the thing was, at one point you were saying it was like 6 pounds.
Yeah, because it's so freaking solid.
Now, in the performance aspect, the smalls, you gave this fork shocker a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
It didn't pack up on you.
No packing up on this thing.
You tried rebound a little slower, a little faster, both, and didn't pack up either way.
Didn't pack up either way. The crazy thing too is some forks actually have a little bit of a. I'm gonna turn in a little bit because that shade or that sun. Interesting about some of the forks, you start to adjust it and it almost takes a minute to adjust. This thing is immediate. It's immediate feel immediate. As soon as you start messing with dials and stuff, it kicks in right away. I don't know how they do it. It's great though. But on the smalls, it's absolutely just soaks everything up.
Oh boy. And then we'll go into the adjustability of it right now. Now, the adjustabilities can be controversial because I refuse to let you give it a 5. And the reason why is because on it kind of left a little bit to be desired on the headroom, and people want to go, oh yeah, but you're not going to run at this. We've said it 100 times.
Talking about the slow rebound.
We know.
We didn't mention that.
We want to have. We didn't?
No, we did mention that.
We did, yeah. We want to have the ability to go much slower, or at least partially slower than what we intend to run at. And that way, in those certain situations you want to run it slower, you have the headroom. You don't want to max it out. That's my thing. I don't ever like to have anything maxed.
Yeah.
So it gets a 4.9 out of 5. And the reason it's getting that high, even though something like that would cause probably half a point normally, it's because everything is so good on it. The adjustability is so good.
Yeah.
So it had to be docked just a little bit for it. So it gets a 4.9 out of 5. The bigs. You refused to let me talk you out of giving it a perfect 10.
I had to give it a perfect 10, guys. I had to give it a perfect 10. You guys seen it? It's ridiculous. I can't bottom this fork out. No, I thought I did at one point.
At 65 psi, you can't bottom it.
No, because it was at 133 and it was all the way up to the top. You still got a tiny bit of movement. I don't know how they do it. Damn sun, dude.
I know. We're gonna have to wrap this up. We're in a weird situation because of the sun. Okay, so on the weight, it only weighed 4.65 pounds, even though you thought it was like a 6 pounder.
I thought it was like 5 point something.
And then, so that gave it a 5.35 in score. No penalties. Now, this fork, the Fox 34 Rhythm, got a first ever, I believe, on this channel, a 35.25. No drama there. I mean,
35.25.
Wow, and that's in this scoring, that's a blowout.
That's
because,
amazing.
You know, I mean, wow.
Yeah, damn good fork, damn good price. Would I buy it at $500? No, because you don't really need it for $500. You know, that's the next step up. I just don't see you needing a fork better than this. Now, the price you can get right now, it's ridiculous.
At like $229, we don't recommend anything, but if we did recommend stuff, it would probably be the first thing we'd ever do, but we don't recommend because it's not going to be for everybody. Some people might get this fork and go, I don't think it's that great.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
What's scary to think is, I know Fox is a major brand leader in suspension all around, right? Motocross, shocks for trucks, like, what's crazy to think is
this still makes shocks for trucks?
Yeah, this is a 2022 model, I believe.
Something like that.
What's crazy is to think that the technology has come. I know they got like 38mm stanchions. That the technology has gone further for something better than this. I would like to experience that at some point.
Yeah,
it'll probably be a few years because I can't imagine a fork being better than the Fox Rhythm 34.
Well, I can tell you this, not for the money. I can't see it for the money.
No, it's ridiculous.
But then again, right now the Rockstar's 35 Gold, it was scored at 34.27. It's $99, so that can be an argument to be had right there.
Yeah, if you guys want to see that fork or an install on it or an initial impressions, we have those before.
We have all those.
But we have a recent one. We just did an install on the FS Slalom, the FS2.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, that's the only thing that could beat this fork to me right now because of the price. For $99, the 35 Gold is about all the fork you need as well.
Yeah, I'd buy 2 of them to have a backup.
I mean, you could. And those forks, I mean, you know, that's a heck of a fork for $99.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, it's a lot of fork.
Yeah. But anyway, guys.
Yeah.
Man, we appreciate you guys watching Wolftick videos as always. Please hit that like button. This is ridiculous, son. Hit that subscribe button. Sorry about it's terrible. We appreciate you guys watching. Again, Big Brother Kevin H, thank you for sending us this fork, supplying some content. And remember, guys, once we get done with that $1,000 build what we're looking at on the slalom, this fork will be going on it.
$1,000.
Yeah, 130mm of travel is plenty good enough. We will see you guys on the next episode. Check out those affiliate links.
Yeah.